Hello, and welcome back to Back Day. Music's a little loud. I don't know if you can hear it. It's a Drake song. So, starting out with one arm cable row pull downs, and then let's see, what do we got? Pull ups, machine row, lateral raise, and then some curls. So, pretty solid workout that we'll have. I don't really got much else to say. Yeah, pretty empty. I'm here in the morning, finally. I guess I do have a few things to say. That it's empty, and I'm here pretty early. It's 7 a.m. So I finally got here, before 7, and I'm pretty proud of that. Woke up earlier than normal. I kind of forced myself to get up, and I had the pre-workout right next to my bed, so I could just chug it down as soon as I woke up. So hopefully I'll get into that routine, and then hopefully I'll be tired. I was not even tired last night. I had to take some melatonin to try to help me sleep, and it did kind of help me sleep, I think. So that's something I'm working on, which is just getting to sleep on time, at a good time, trying to be in bed by like 10:30 or 11. It's pretty tough because I like to spend time with my brother, and he gets home at like 10 p.m. sometimes, most of the times, or 9:30 or something. So that's when it's pretty rough. Because, if I try to go to bed at 10 p.m., then, I might just be awake anyway because my brother's in the kitchen, having dinner at 9 p.m., 10 p.m., and stuff like that. So it's like, why even try to go to bed? I'm not going to be able to sleep because my bedroom door is right next to the kitchen. So, I just stay up instead and, chat with him, hang out, talk about stuff, look at funny stuff, whatever. So, yeah. Alright, well, I don't really have much on my mind. I'm pretty tired. So we're just going to be doing single arm cable rows. Doing pull-ups now. I had to take a little break between my first and last 3 sets of the pull downs. I had to go pee. So, yeah, I never like having to take a bathroom break or anything like that when I'm working out. I just feel like I get so slowed down because for me, going to the bathroom, minimum 3 to 5 minutes. Just get there, going pee takes a while. So anyway, doing pull-ups now, and I kind of forgot because I have 2 back days per week. I forgot which one, if it's the first or second one that I do my pull-ups. It's the first one, which is today, Wednesday, and so I'm using the wrong wheelchair for it, and that's a bummer. So we'll see. My sets might be a little bit lower, but that's okay. I'm pretty bloated today, pretty gassy. My farts smell really bad, so that's unfortunate for myself and everyone around. Ugh, yeah. 37 days away. Getting really close. A couple more days and we'll be exactly 5 weeks, which is really, really terrifying. I am just, I don't know. I'm out of it. I'm really, really out of it. But we're going to do it. I'm going to do it no matter what. I don't care how I show up. Obviously, neither do a lot of other guys, seeing how some people show up at these competitions. Some people really do try, which is awesome. And I should really be trying harder. Whatever. I did talk about this before, but it's not really the expenditure of effort and energy for most of bodybuilding. You know, it's actually just the ability to stay reserved and disciplined when it comes to food, you know. Because mainly it's, you know, the muscles aren't really going to get bigger unless you're doing steroids and stuff like that. But in general, you know, my muscles won't really get that much bigger. They're only going to stay what they are, and then it's just I'm losing all the body fat between the muscle fibers and, you know, just my general skin layer. And to do that, it's not working out harder. It's not working out more or longer or doing cardio for 5 hours. It's none of that. It's only just not eating, which takes a lot of discipline and stuff like that. But, you know, when you think about, oh, put in the work, go to war, we're fighting, you know, we're, you know, all this, putting in effort, you know, all that. It's not like that at all. It's not, you know, push harder, work harder than the other guys. You know, when my enemies are sleeping, I'm awake and I'm working. That's not it at all. In fact, it might be better to be sleeping instead of, you know, waking up too early and, you know, having a bad circadian rhythm or just not sleeping within your natural circadian rhythm. So when people say that stuff, it doesn't really apply to bodybuilding, because we can all work out pretty rough, you know. Or not rough, but hard. Tough. We can work out pretty good. And that's that, but the real difference made is starving yourself. And that takes, you know, it's not 2 hours in the gym, it's all day, every single day, for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of starving yourself. So it's a totally different dynamic than what people might think it is, which makes it very hard. So, yeah, and it is very hard. It's very, very hard for me, and I'm really, really having a hard time with it. So I'm just trying to do my best. I don't know. I don't even know how to get better. That's the thing. I keep messing up. I keep messing up my diet. I keep trying to get back on track, and then it just gets harder and harder. You know, I've only, I don't know, whatever. Whatever. Okay, welcome to the next workout. It's rows. This is 3 of 3 for back exercises today. Then it's on to shoulders and biceps. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Doing rows. 190 pounds. I'm doing a little bit heavier weight today. Still doing 4 working sets, which I'm liking that more. I feel like my workout does take longer doing 4 working sets. Wow. But I feel like I do get a better workout overall, just more volume. And I'm doing a little bit heavier weight. I was doing 75 on the rows for my first 2 sets. I was getting 14, 15, 3 reps in reserve. And that's a lot of reps. Oh, excuse me. I'm so bloated and my stomach, I feel terrible. But yeah, so anyway, for the single arm cable row pull downs, I bumped it up to 82.5 pounds. So I went 1 weight stack up because, you know, I do get a little impatient when the reps are significantly above 10, which to me is, you know, 15 plus. I don't want to be getting 15 reps or more. It's good for, hypertrophy, higher reps. You know, strength training is more about 5 to 8 reps. So I try to avoid being at 8 reps within the first 3 sets, 2 to 3 sets. My last 1 or 2 sets can be, you know, 6, 7, 8, 9. But the first few should be above 10 or at 10. Yeah, that's just where I'm at. Is I do like the higher weight because it, you know, I get, well, it's hard to say because the higher weight my form can get a little bit skewed just because the body mechanics, I'm not able to counterbalance sometimes all of the weight. So I do have to have lower weight just so I can have proper form. But aside from that, I want to go as high as I can with weight because I do not enjoy doing, especially above 20 reps. It just gets boring, you know, and then when I'm doing 4 sets of that, especially if I'm doing 1 set per side, like per arm. So here, 1 set is actually like 2 sets. I've talked about this before, because if I'm doing 15 reps, I actually have to do 30 reps time-wise, because I have to do, you know, I can't do 1 rep for both sides at the same time. Holy crap. Okay, I'm talking way too much about this random tangent stuff. I guess I just am trying to not do this workout. I'm trying to stall. Alright, now it's dumbbell lateral raise. And they're just playing Drake all morning, which is weird. Usually I don't know how they do the music here. I was wondering though, like what if they just got rid of all the TVs? What if they never bought TVs? And what if they like turned off all the music? I wonder how much money they would save, you know? Like never buy TVs, right? So you have to assume that the cost of buying the TVs is reduced, because you probably can't sell them for the same price. But yeah, what if you got rid of all the TVs, canceled the cable subscription, and I'm pretty sure there's something where it's like when you have TV or music in a public area with a lot of people, it's a different type of copyright. So yeah, I bet the gym would save at least 100 or more per month doing that. Yeah. Oh. Dumbbell lateral raise. And now it's curls. I planned this out. I'm so smart. I'm going to do the same weight, 35 pounds. I usually do 40. However, I don't want to get up and then change the weights. So I'm doing seated dumbbell curls. I think I might do a hammer, because then on my normal arm day I do preacher curls and then incline dumbbell curls. Yeah. So hammer curls. That's what we're doing. And then we're done. And then we're done for the day. I can go home and start working. Yay. Yeah. I need to change my mindset, I think. I mean, I know, like around work and around everything, I just feel like I need more time. Everyone feels like that. But it's like, dang, let me just get a day. Let me just get a day to collect myself and then resume the week. You know, give me an extra day. I just need an extra day. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know what I need. I don't know what I have to do. I need to introspect perhaps and just I think what I need to do more than anything is gain a better understanding about where I am now. Because I can't figure out where I want to go or even how to get there until I know where I am. And I don't really know where I am. I feel like I've kind of lost my identity. That's from SpongeBob. Yeah, I don't know. Something like that though. Like I just yeah, I don't know. I don't even want to explain it or talk about it. I'm just making weird noises while I have the thoughts going through my head, and it's hard to articulate. So we're just gonna do the workout now. Oh, all right. Still making these caveman noises. After all, I'm a bit of a caveman myself. I would love to live very simply like in a cave. You know, I have a 3-bedroom house, and it's nice. I can have guests, family, friends can come stay, and, you know, decent sized living room that never gets used, stuff like that. But I'm home alone quite often when my brother's gone at his girlfriend's house. So, you know, when I'm home alone, there's 3 bedrooms. I turn on the air conditioning. I don't need all that stuff being air conditioned. I'm not there, you know. I never will be. So I think I'd be really happy just in a studio. I don't really need a living room. Just a decent kitchen, you know, like useful appliances and stuff. And, you know, a decent sized bedroom just for the wheelchair to get around. And I can live pretty simply. I would prefer to be very minimalist with my stuff. You know, just bare minimum. That's another reason why Singapore is so attractive to me, because the weather is year-round above 70. Rainy, but, you know, I don't really need jackets, pants, winter boots, snow pants, sweaters, hoodies. I could just t-shirt and shorts all day, every day. Something like that. Yeah. We'll see. Singapore. If anyone from the Singaporean government's watching this, let me in. Yeah, well, done with the workout. Pretty good. My biceps are pretty sore. I might do another posing routine. We'll see if it is in the video or not. Probably not. I just want to get going to work. But, yeah, good workout overall. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. I love you. Goodbye.